questions you should be able to answer by the end of this video. Number 1, what is a force? Number 2, what are balanced forces? Number 3, what are unbalanced forces? And number 4, what is net force and how do I calculate it? A force is simply a push or a pull. A force is measured in newtons to pay respect to the man. Forces act on objects. Forces are always exerted by an object and always act upon another object. Net force is the result of combining all the forces acting upon an object. There are always two opposing forces acting upon objects, and these forces have both magnitude and direction. We show these forces with a vector.
I'm applying for a new villain loan. Go by the name of Vector. It's a mathematical term, a quantity represented by an arrow with both direction and magnitude. Vector! That's me, because I'm committing crimes with both direction and magnitude. Oh yeah!
Remember, magnitude equals the amount of force being applied. Forces come in pairs, and these paired forces can either be balanced or unbalanced. Balanced forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. They do not cause a change in motion. Unbalanced forces are unequal in magnitude. If two or more unequal forces act on an object, it moves in the direction of the force with the greater magnitude. Here are a few examples of balanced forces. A car traveling in one direction at a constant speed, and an object that is motionless. And here are a few examples of unbalanced forces. Notice the opposing forces are always unequal, and the force with the greater magnitude is the direction that the object goes. Now let's look at calculating net force. Calculating net force is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, identify the direction, either the same or opposite, that the two opposing forces are using to act upon the object. Number 2, identify the method to calculate the net force. Are the vectors going in the same direction? Then you add the forces together. Are the vectors going in opposite directions? Then you subtract. And number 3, calculate the net force and identify the direction, if any, the object will move. Don't forget your units. Let's try some examples. Number 1, the vectors are pointing in the opposite directions. So number 2, you will subtract the forces. And number 3, calculate and don't forget your units and your direction. 5,000 newtons minus 4,000 newtons equals 1,000 newtons. Don't forget your direction. The direction would be up. Let's try another one. Pause and see if you can do this one on your own. Don't forget the steps. Did you remember to add the forces together because they are going in the same direction? I hope so. The answer is 100 newtons left plus 75 newtons left gives you a net force of 175 newtons to the left. Let's try one more. Did you get the right answer? We will definitely do more practice, and as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. That's all for today, folks. See you tomorrow.